Yo, what's good my fellow Magic Knights? It is your boy DEADMANVINCE back with yet another Black Clover mobile video. Hope everybody has been doing well. Hope these guys have been helpful to you guys, and I hope that you've been able to get your account as cracked as you possibly can. Because after all, this is Black Clover mobile and the game's all about surpassing your limits. As you guys can see, today we are actually on the Japanese account because I have expended all of my farming resources for the time being, and I'm actually waiting for reset to happen in about 3 hours here. But before we get into the video, if you guys could go down below and dark cloak that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so that every single time I make a video, you guys can get the information to you as fast as possible and you can become that much better of a player. And also you can hit the like button because it seems like you guys like to do that these days, and I've been dropping some fire, so I mean, yeah, go smack the like button if you feel, you know. And you can also comment down below, let me know if you're enjoying these videos, let me know if I missed something, let me know if you want me to make another video kind of going over something more in detail, more in depth. And also go down below the videos, check the links because my Discord is one of those links, and you can get in the Discord, and we have a nice little community here that already plays Black Clover Mobile. I'm actually in the chat right now, but we can go ahead and get into the video and start talking about skills. Alright guys, so Affinity, and also I'm on the iPad today so I can actually do the little cool Apple Pencil thing I was doing before. Affinity is actually going to be like right here, or you can even look at it right here, right? But basically, you can tap on this. It'll show you that your character has like kind of like levels, and on a character who's not fully maxed out, this right here will say 5 because there are 5 duplicates of Yami that are in this like little affinity level system, right? And there are 5 duplicates of every single character in their own respective affinity system. And essentially, when you tap on it, you can see here level 1 Yami dude. Level 2, 30 black crystals. So they're already giving back to you and giving you free summon currency. Even though this is a little bit, it only amounts to 1/4 of a single. It's like the fact that they give you this over time, over 41 characters just starting out, 30 times 41 is like 1230. So like if you farmed all the affinity for all the characters, you could get a free summon off of that, right? Also, we look at the third page right here, we get a skill art or a character art, pretty much the mage art, I'm sorry. The mage art is pretty much in the encyclopedia section of the game, and it is viewable in that area. This right here, level 4, is going to be another Yami dupe, so that's 2. Level 5 is going to be kind of like a general SSR dupe. These are going to be the crystals that you want to use to fill in the clovers on your SSRs, because you will figure out actually that in the dupe system, after you get your character to LR, another kind of like awakening system opens up, and I touched on it lightly on my other video talking about how to level, awaken, and enhance your units. But basically you unlock another level of awakening for your character, and that level also does require duplicates. And that level is a little sweatier just because if you get to level 2, you unlock a level 1 version of a character's LR passive skill. Then if you get to level 5, you get to the double or level 2 version of that final skill, right? But basically you want to make it to all the way level 5 in that version, so you don't want to expend any extra duplicates in your pedal system. You can see right here for level 6 we get another Yami duplicate, level 7 another general SSR coin or duplicate or crystal, level 8 you get another Yami duplicate. Level 9, you get a free cosmetic for the character. Once you get a character to level 10, you do get their last duplicate crystal, right? But after that, you can actually continually boost your affinity and get extra rewards off of it. So you can see 50 crystals right there for level 11, 60 crystals for level 12, 70 crystals for level 13, 14 or 80 crystals for level 14, and then 120 crystals for getting them all the way up to level 15. And you can see that my Yami is already level max, right? Or not level max, level 14, and is almost at level max. And I did not just do this off of farming. There's actually an item that you can use to add to your affinity, and I'll actually show you these items and where you can find these items. But yeah guys, when you add up all of these black crystals right here and go back up and consider the extra 30 we're getting right here, that means that a character gives you 410 black crystals on their own. Now that is 1/3 of a multi-summon right there, actually a little over 1/3 of a multi-summon. So take that as you will, right? Now, where do we go to actually boost our affinity? I'm gonna come back to the home screen here. We can actually tap on the world right here and go back out to the world map. Then you'll see we're in like chapter 3's like little village where you can like talk to people, or town where you can talk to people and get extra missions. We're actually gonna press this right here now so we can go back to the world. Overworld is what I like to call it. Then you can see we're walking around on the overworld, and this is chapter 3 of the game right now. Oh, let's pick that up. Never sleep on your overworld. Basically, you'll see right here that this is an affinity boosted stage. So the higher the chapter you go on these affinity boosted stages, and the higher even on the level that you go, because there's normal, there's hard, and then there's nightmare. Let's see how hard. You can't even see the combat power required for that. Ooh, boy, I could only imagine. But basically, you have normal, hard, and nightmare, and essentially you want to beat all three of these, and there are these three conditions right here, right? You want to beat all three of these conditions on each one of the levels so that you can get 27 of these little stars right here. Now, these stages, while you farm them, you get a lot of affinity per run you do. Like normal stages kind of give you like 100 something here, something there. These stages, the chapter 2 ones, I believe, give you like 360, 370 affinity per run you do. I did one on I did the hardest one that I could do right now, or that I thought I could do. I'm going to run through these a little later, but I did the one that I thought was the hardest that I could do, and I actually got like 460 in one run. So you want to run these stages to boost your character's affinity as fast as you can and get those extra kind of materials, extra free stats basically in your character potential system, because those are free stats. Those are helping you to get your LR awakening at the beginning, and if you have enough of them, I mean, with rares and SRs, I don't really see a problem with using the extra duplicates to do your Clover if you're skimping out on the other ones, but usually if it's rares or SRs, you have an abundance of those anyway. But if you look down here, for every 5 stars that we get, like these stars right here, the mission conditions, we do get rewards down here. So you can see right here we have the level 1 like awakening skill awakening material. Then you have 200 black crystals, which is really good. Then at 15 stars you get the level 2 awakening material, 10 of them, so that's pretty valuable, I'd say. Then right here we have 300 more black crystals for 20 stars, and right here we get 10 more of the level 2 skill awakening materials, and that's just for getting 25 stars. If you get all 27, they give you a free multi-summon. So do not sleep on these affinity stages. They are absolutely crucial, absolutely important, and they also have a chance to drop you a puzzle piece for the free skill pages that they like to give for the mages, the SR mages, I guess, that are going to be introduced in every chapter. Maybe they give us another free SR mage next chapter or something like that, and then there's another skill page that we can get for free, or they probably do it to where we can get Magna and Lux skill page for free in the first 6 chapters. Those are only 6 chapters that you can get skill pages, and every other chapter after that is just kind of like other rewards are in there, because that's kind of how it functioned in Grand Cross. The first 6 chapters, those are the 6 boss fights that you needed so that you could farm demon mats, and then after that things just kind of changed from chapter 6 on. Another thing that these stages give you are these little medals right here that you can actually use in the villages. Wow. That you can actually use in the villages so that you can go and actually buy little extra materials from the shop that you need to boost your characters out. So we're actually going to go into, I guess I'm going to go into the village on chapter 1, just because that village, or no, I'll go in chapter 2 so I can kind of segue into the village affinity, because level 2 is where I have the highest village like affinity friendship right now. So you guys will see now that I'm actually in chapter 2 instead of chapter 3, and I'm actually in the overworld here, and I'm gonna press this little shop over here, because just like in Village 3, Village 2 has its own form of medals, Village 1 has its own form of medals. Each chapter has its own form of medals, and they have their own shops. If I tap on the little orange shop over here in the corner, it'll actually take me directly to the shop. So guys, if you just tap on the orange shop icon, it'll actually bring you directly to the shop. It's this girl right here whose name that I have not translated. I'm gonna walk up to her, talk to her, and then she asked me if I want to purchase anything. Alright guys, so if we look in the shop right here, we can actually see that this right here at the top costs those little medals that we were talking about. This right here is a little box that when you open it, you can actually have a chance of getting rare to SSR gear out of it. These things right here cost money, so the affinity farm doesn't really matter for this. Where it starts to get important is right here. You can see that you can buy 20 of these, and let me translate that to see how long until that resets. It's probably a day, if I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, that is unfortunate. It actually says number of purchases this month. That would be a little crazy if they did give us this every day 20 times. That'd be like 140 of these a week, and you'd just be running through upgrading your character skills. But these only cost 5, and those stages, those affinity farms, they're not too bad. So you can really just kind of like farm those up, keep getting the medals, and then go into the farm. I've gone into the shop with like 100 something medals, and that's how I figured out that you can only buy 20 of them, because I didn't know there was a limit at first. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna dump on this. But basically, these are very important. These are super important, because this right here is actually a let me see which class it is, but this is pretty much a gift box that you use to boost affinity, and this is for healer class mages actually. So yellow top is going to be healer class, This one down here is a pink top. The pink top is going to be support class. Okay, I was about to say it didn't translate fully for a second, so it just said any mage. But the pink top is going to be support class. The yellow top is going to be healer class. There's no more that you can buy from this shop, but each chapter has its own like affinity gift that you can buy, and it's just like for the different types. So debuffer, support, healer, tank, and attacker, striker, whatever, right? Those 5 classes, you can buy specific gift upgrades for those 5 classes. Then there is actually a general gift that does just boost anybody's affinity, and that one has a pink bottom with a silver top. That one goes for anybody. But you can see why I was trying to come to this little village shop here, so I can segue into talking about village friendship, because as you can see right here, I can only buy this one because I have the village friendship to level 1. I don't know why I was circling the cost. I have the village friendship to level 1. This does cost a lot though, so farm up, guys. You can only get one of these a month, but that is perfectly fine. They give us so much other content that we can farm out that it seems like it's like they give us so much free to play that would typically be like sweaty, that it feels like these little things right here being so grindy, it really isn't that bad. I feel like it's absolutely worth the value that you're getting out of it, right? But basically, you can get these little gifts, and you can actually just give those directly to characters and boost their affinity, and this gives a pretty hefty amount. My Yami's affinity before this video was level 12. I fed him 7 of the general use affinity things, and that got him up to level 14, and he's actually really close to level 15, I think, or max level. You can see if I get the village affinity level 2, I can get the level 3 skill awakening item, which you need to get your skills from level 3 to level 4, and from level 3 to level 4, and from level 4 to level 5, and you need a lot of them. So this material right here is super important. What I'm probably going to try to start doing next is just farming affinity missions with different characters and try to get levels off of the affinity missions, because I have a lot of characters that are just low level and will level up really quickly off of that. And I'll just try to stockpile as many of these medals as I can, so that as soon as I get the village affinity to level 2, I can go ahead and buy 5 of these, and I'm going to do that for every single chapter, because that would net me 15 in all if every single shop has 5. I assume that it does though. These materials down here are super important because I'm going to be making a video on gear. But essentially, after you create gear, you can essentially create what is like a trinket, and the trinket requires you to dump a bunch of like high rarity gear, and there's like a there's a gauge to it that determines whether you'll get an SSR, a UR, or an LR, and you want to get it as high as you can. These items right here actually can be used in that gauge to make the trinkets. So very valuable item right here. Then also right here, you can see that we have the level 2 skill upgrade material. I have already bought all of them, so I cannot for another month, but that is okay because there's plenty of ways to farm things in this game. Alright guys, as you can see, I have found a little spot where you can pick up a little reward, and it said that I had 2 of these left over. I actually found the other one just a second ago here, but right here you see when I pick this up, it boosts my friendship by 70. Now you need 27,000 to get to friendship level 2. I can go to another village and see how much you need for friendship level 1, because I do have a village that is still level 0 right now. But essentially, this only gives you 70. And it's good that it just gave me lures, because now I can go fishing, and then we can talk about how much that gives you. So you can see right here, now I am at the fishing hole at the little pond, I guess you could say, lake, I don't know. I tap on the fish here, you tap on the fishing rod. He's gonna have these 3 dots. As soon as he gets the red exclamations, you just want to tap it as fast as you can, and then you get a random fish. I did it too fast, so I'm gonna do it again. So you're gonna see, doing the fishing nets you another 50 affinity. Now, all these units of affinity that you're getting are actually pretty small, but they do add up over time, especially how much you have to consistently grind the overworld and everything like that. You can always check on the progress of your overworld by pressing this right here. This will show you the puzzle pieces that you've collected here, how many more you need. This will show you the little missions that you can get from characters within the chapter. This shows you, if you tap one of these, I think if you tap this side, it takes you to the first affinity dungeon in this world. Then I think if you tap this side, it takes you to the second affinity dungeon in this world. It even shows you how many fishing lures you have, and you also press this, and it says probably needs update. Yeah, that just says it will be updated. And if we look here, we can also see our current level on the Affinity. We can see the reward we'll get for the next level Affinity. And if we tap on this, we can actually see the things that we can do to boost our Affinity. So if we look right here at this one, we can see that if you do the Affinity stages on normal, that doesn't matter if you do the level 2 ones or the first ones that you have access to or the second set of ones you have access to. If you do the normal missions, you're going to get 50 Affinity per run that you do. And that's not like a first time reward, that's every time you do that stage. Then if we do the hard level, we can see that we will get 100 Affinity. Then if we do the nightmare levels, we'll see that we can get 150 Affinity. This one right here says defeat Dwan on the border of the Clover Kingdom. That nets you 100 points. Now, that mission is probably from, back out of here, these missions right here. These are missions that you have to accept from the little villagers within each one of the chapters and go and do their missions out in the world and stuff like that. Kind of forcing you to do exploration, but it is a necessary evil because the exploration does net us a bunch of free rewards. This next one says collect memory fragments of a genius's stubbornness. This is skill page, which you get for free from the second chapter. You can see that you get 500 points per memory fragment you pick up, and usually the puzzle pieces, that's the memory fragment, the puzzle pieces. The puzzle pieces are actually in a 3x3, so you collect 9 of them, you get 4,500 free Affinity, and that's a pretty big jump compared to everything else that we've been looking at so far. If we come down below it, we can see this one says fishing, obtain a silver flounder. So that one's going to give you 200 Affinity points. This other one that gives you 50 points, successfully fish the pond near the border. So that's every single time you do it. Exploration, investigate the glowing areas on the borders, kingdom's borders. That's going to be the 70-point one. So that's picking up the little items with the green hand that I showed you. And then box, find various boxes in town, and that's going to be an extra 50 points. So these are actually just showing you the rewards you get for achieving friendship levels and the items that become available in the shop to you once you awaken those friendship levels. So you can see right here, we get 300 black crystals for getting friendship level 1, and what becomes available to us is the healer Affinity item and the level 2 skill item. If we get to level 2 right here, we can see that they will give us an SR Mage selector ticket and also 50,000 gold. We can see that the item that becomes available in the shop here is actually going to be the level 3 skill upgrade material, so very important that you get to level 2. If we get to level 3, ooh, they give us one of each one of these like general use rarity specific crystals. Then in the shop you can see we get the support class Affinity item, and they give us these little items here that are used to create trinkets, I guess you could say. And they're probably not called trinkets, that's just kind of what I'm calling them right now since they are separate from the actual gear. Then on level 4 we get 100,000 gold, I will take. And then this right here is actually an SSR, a box that can be used by selecting one of the pieces of an SSR mage. So is this just like a duplicate? Is this just a free duplicate? Dude, I'm farming Affinity stages non-stop now. Are these free duplicates, man? Because if they are, it's over. Then if you get to level 5, you actually get 500 black crystals and 200,000 gold. So the Affinity rewards all around are very important. We just went over all the ways that you can get Affinity rewards. We also went over how you can boost your character's Affinity. And if there's anything you guys feel like I missed or didn't explain in this video, then you please comment down below and let me know so I can come back for you and get that information out to you as efficiently as possible. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope that you guys did enjoy. It is going to be your boy DEADMANVINCE signing out. If you did like the video, then you can like the video, and you can go down and you can dark cloak that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so every single time I drop some content, you guys can get your brains even fatter than it was the second before. But that's going to be it for your boy DEADMANVINCE. Hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.